Good morning everyone. Welcome back to Geography class. Today in this module you will learn about revolution of the earth. Till now you have learned rotation of the earth. Before starting today's topic, I want to revise the previous part. In previous part we learned about two motions of the earth, which are rotation and revolution. The earth spins from west to east on its axis. This movement of earth is called rotation. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. As the earth turns, its different parts face the sun. The part facing the sun experience day, and the part away from the sun experience night. The earth rotates from west to east. That's why a person standing on the earth sees the sun rise in the east and set in the west. Children, is it clear why we see the sun rise in the east and sunset in the west? Let's start revolution. Revolution is the motion of the earth around the sun in an elliptical orbit. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to revolve around the sun. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to revolve around the sun. But to make it convenient, we count only 365 days in a year and ignore the 6 hours. Where do these 6 hours go? The balance 6 hours from every year is added to make one day or 24 hours after every 4 years. This extra day is added to the month of February. Thus, every fourth year in February month has 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year is called a leap year. So, a leap year has 366 days. Let's move on our next topic, season. The different seasons are caused by the Earth's orbit around the sun. How many seasons do we witness? There are 4 seasons in a year, that are summer, winter, spring and autumn. Seasons change due to the change in the position of the earth around the sun. Look at the picture. The dotted horizontal line at the center of the earth is an imaginary line, is called equator. Equator divides the earth into two halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Next, summer solstice. On 21st June, the northern hemisphere tilted towards the sun. The sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer, so it receives more heat. The rays fall in a slant over the poles, so they receive less heat. During this time, the North Pole is inclined towards the sun. Places beyond the Arctic Circle experience continuous daylight for about 6 months. As the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, it experiences as summer. 21st June is the longest day and it has the shortest night in northern hemisphere. It is reversed in the southern hemisphere. It experiences winter. There are longer night and shorter day. This position is called summer solstice. Do you know why Christmas is celebrated in Australia in the summer? On 22nd December, the sun's rays fall directly over the Tropic of Capricorn. The southern hemisphere tilted towards the sun. It is summer in the southern hemisphere. The days are longer and nights are shorter. It is reversed in northern hemisphere. It experiences winter. This position of the earth is called the winter solstice. Now, you must have understood why Australia celebrates Christmas during summer, because it lies in southern hemisphere. Equinox. On 21st March and 23rd September, the sun shining directly overhead at the equator. So, the length of the day and night are equal in both the hemisphere. This is called an equinox. The term equi stand for equal and nox stand for night. So, equinox means that day and night are equal duration. On 23rd September is autumn season in the northern hemisphere and spring season in the southern hemisphere. It is known as autumnal equinox. And on 21st March, it is spring season in the northern hemisphere and autumn season in the southern hemisphere. It is called spring equinox. Thus, you find that there are days and nights and changes in the seasons because of the rotation and revolution of the earth, respectively. Now, today what you have learned? Just recap. In this module, you have learned the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. The earth takes 365 and 1 by 4 days to revolve around the sun. Revolution causes changes in seasons. A year is usually divided into summer season, winter season, spring season, and autumn season. The summer solstice in the northern hemisphere occurs on June 21, when the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer. The winter solstice occurs on December 22, when the sun is directly over the Tropic of Capricorn. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year and the winter solstice is the shortest. Equinox occurs on March 21st and September 23, when the length of the day equals the length of the night. So, that's all for today. I hope it is clear for you. Thank you. Have a nice day.